in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Will Reichert has it all teed up, and we're off from U.S. Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Come on.
Play action. It's Richardson. Connects on the crosser. Still has some space inside the 35. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down throw here from Richardson. To the right, reeled in by Downs. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Etienne. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They go again with Taylor. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40.
At their own 43-yard line.
Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. That pass is hauled in by the rookie from Boston College. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Now give this up the middle to Etienne. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Bartholomew brings this in. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Etienne, and he gets in, touchdown! The Vikings reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Travis Etienne, the touchdown.
Will Riker lining up for the extra point.
One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. All just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Ready, go.
Throwing again, Richardson. Brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break.
Got it. Ready?
Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points.
60 by 60. Let's go now. Ready?
Play fake, it's Richardson. Has it in close. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Stout all set to send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Here comes the screen for Etienne. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
On the play. And the Vikings, first down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. It's his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 more yards. That's another Vikings first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
19. 79. No.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Now Richardson to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Ready.
Throwing now, Richardson. Flush out now to his left. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They get 22 out of that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. To throw, Richardson. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. The first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what we could call a first mistake throwing the ball. And he still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
And he'll get this through the midfield stripe, but starts pushing into Vikings territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set to go now from the 35.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Once more now, it's Richardson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cougar.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Viking, 18.
Richardson on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 34-yard line.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Sit tight. More coming your way from U.S. Bank Stadium after this. First and 10 from the 43. From the gun, ETN gets it. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. It's inside the 10. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings push their lead to 3. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Has some daylight through the 40. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Richardson on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. So it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead with Taylor. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
Escapes the pocket. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Timeout Indianapolis. That's it, 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st down, Indianapolis.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Dumps this underneath to Taylor. And this is down all the way to the 3. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They kick the running back in motion. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this is an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take the lead just before halftime. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts take a 4-point lead.
Vikings 17.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
They They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Looking to throw. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready up.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on these stud tight ends, that's big time.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
On the play.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready.
On play action now, McCarthy sends this to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Incomplete. The coverage by Charvarius Ward.
Go.
Looking to throw, McCarthy dumps it off to his running back. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. Packers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Now toss it to ETN. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Reichert connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on a field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. Hits the 20. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
But do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Vacates quickly left side. He just throws this one away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Good defense tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. He spins right by him, and he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down. That play, that check down, taking some big yards.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. Down to the 10. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Well, we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. Just like that. We're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though.
Take over
Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, go.
Play action with Richardson. Taken in by Downs, left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a gain of 14.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Gain of 14.
Come on.
First down,
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing now, Richardson. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 28.
Stout all set to send this one away. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick into the left, complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
defense all over that throw. You could just smell it.
Second and 10.
They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
Check this one down to Etienne. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey, smash Bronco.
McCarthy trying again on second down. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, a target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on third down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Third and long for him here. Cut out left. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On the run, it's Etienne. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. And he just get the play off. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Let's go now. Liking it.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
70 Lions.
Silver, 75 Queen.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Trying it right side with Etienne. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Come on, set. Go.
2nd down, Etienne gets it again. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st and goal, they're going option. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. Hauled in by Downs. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down. A gain of 15.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson.
1st down.
Getting out to his left. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Cougar 19.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. And I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts take a 4th quarter lead. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 35.
Stout all set to send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 35.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Catch made over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's a gain of 6.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings losing by 7. Third and 4 coming up now. He'll throw it. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Back to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
It's a gain of 30.
That one hits for 30. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Here he is to throw. He's got a man left. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Etienne has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. McCarthy on the sneak. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
For the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defense makes a stand, and they'll keep a 1-point lead with only seconds to play.
Vikings 41.
Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And that's covered up by the Colts, and that should be our final highlight from this one. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. It's a designed run for Richardson. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.